Hey nerds, what is up? Today we are going to be testing out a face primer. This is the Perfecting Primer by the company Nude by Nature. This is a 15 ml tube. The full sizes retail for 32 Canadian dollars, but you get 50 mls. This sample was actually sent to me by ChickAdvisor in exchange for an honest review on their website, and I thought, let's test it out in a video as well. So Nude by Nature is an Australian company that recently came over to Canada and is sold in Shoppers Drug Mart. You can take a look at all the ingredients. So this claims to be a primer that will help create a smooth base and also help to extend the wear of your foundation. You can see it's clear, and on the skin it does feel kind of silky. It mostly just feels like moisturizer on the skin. It also leaves a slight texture. It feels smooth but also slightly tacky, which a lot of people like in their primers because they feel like it helps get the foundation on. And they also say it's got some good ingredients, stuff like vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin E, green tea. So it's also supposed to just be really good for your skin. I feel like it's a really unique feeling primer. I feel like when I first got it, I was really confused because I felt like I was just applying almost an additional moisturizer on top of my skin. It is so different than the silicone-based primers that I'm used to. So let's put it to the real test here. I'm going to apply it to half of my face, wear it for the next 12 hours, and see how it does. Nude by Nature is known for their mineral foundations, and actually on the website, on the description of the primer, it says the Airbrush Mineral Primer. So I'm going to actually use a mineral foundation with it. I don't have a Nude by Nature one. I'm just going to use my Bare Minerals foundation that I've done a wear test on as well. You can check it out here. I find that the wear time on this normally isn't superb, although I have learned that even though it's a powder foundation, I do still need to set it with a powder to really make it stay on the skin. I'm just going to take a little dots. The packaging is very nice on this product. I really like primers in tubes. The only thing about it is $30 at a drugstore. That just seems like Sephora prices to me. And I haven't really heard too much buzz about the brand, aside from ChickAdvisor sending stuff out, and I guess Shoppers Drug Mart, when they first launched it, they did some advertising for it. But on YouTube, you don't really hear too much about it. So any Canadians or Australians out there that have any experience with the brand, let us know some of your recommendations. So I'm just gonna pick up some foundation. I feel like that was a lot of foundation. And I'm going to start on the non-primed side first. Move over to the primed side. The primer does have almost kind of a lemony scent to it. And I can definitely feel it on the face when I'm applying my primer, or when I'm applying my foundation. It definitely kind of glides over the skin a little bit easier. Looking up close, this is the side with the primer, this is the side without the primer. Not too sure if you can see any difference. I do think it went on a little bit nicer and a little bit, it builded up a little bit quicker on the side with the primer. So that is a good sign. Pretty happy with the coverage on both sides. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and keep putting on some makeup. First, applying some bronzer and some blush. I'm going to skip highlighting today so we can more easily see if there is a big difference in shine on either side of my face. Right now, I think my skin looks really nice, kind of glowy. So I'm just going to set with powder here. Just have my Becca Hydra Mist. Alright, my face is on, looking good, and now I'm going to pop over to natural light, let you take a look at it up close with natural light, and then we'll start the wear test for the next 12 hours. So let's see if this primer can make this foundation last extra long. Here we go. Okay guys, here we are at the end of the night, and here is what my skin is looking like. Primed side, regular side. You can see the coverage has worn down pretty much evenly on both sides of my face. I felt like both sides of my face were equally greasy throughout the day. Although, I felt a clear difference during the blot test. The prime side was actually a lot less greasy than the non-primed side, which I think is pretty significant. I didn't powder or blot or touch up anything aside from the lips. On the non-primed side, you can see I like itched my skin and it kind of picked up the foundation. There's no such damage on the primed side. That could be just a one-off where I like just scratched myself too hard. In conclusion, I do think this did help with oil control. I think it did slightly help with wear in terms of just keeping the product on my skin. There are some spots on my face, like up in my nose and my glasses, where I am looking a little bit cakey, and I feel like it's evenly on both sides of the face. But overall, I felt it wore very comfortably, and I do like the texture that it leaves on your skin after you apply it. Like at first I wasn't too convinced it was doing anything, but as I've started to use it more and more regularly, I really can appreciate it. And like I said, when I applied it this morning, I could feel the brush glide a little bit differently on the prime side than the non-prime side. I also do like that it's silicone free. I feel like as an oily girl, silicones sometimes make you feel extra slick and extra greasy. So the fact that this didn't make me feel that way and it helped with oil control definitely is a huge plus. Now it is pretty expensive, but that tube will last a long time. I'm not sure how I feel about drugstore prices creeping up there, but at the same time I'm not too sure I can really fault it because, I mean, Shoppers Drug Mart does carry other luxury beauty brands like Urban Decay, Smashbox. You know, they have a bunch of other stuff in that price range. Although I don't think this is officially part of like the beauty boutique section. The only other primer that really has stood out to me in terms of testing was the Maybelline Baby Skin, but that again was a really like silicone-y feeling primer. Although I do think it really helped with my foundation wear time. But it wasn't as pleasant of an experience as this is to use. I really like the scent of it. I really like the feel of it. It just is a pleasant experience if you are going to use a primer to use this one. Is it something that I could live without? Absolutely. But at the same time, I'm not mad about using it, and it's something that I do constantly reach for in the morning, which is a really good sign. As this inspired me to try other Nude by Nature products, we'll see. I'm not too sure. They are quite pricey, and like I said, I haven't read too much about them, so we'll see. If you guys are interested, I can definitely try out some other products as well, or if you know of any Australian beauty YouTubers, or if you yourself are talking about them, link down below so that we can all go and check out those reviews as well. In summary, I'm going to give this stuff a 3.5 out of 5, maybe even a 4 out of 5, because I feel like I'm really hard on primers, so 3.5, 4 out of 5, I would recommend it, and I probably would repurchase if I was like in a pinch and needed a primer. So there you go. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more beauty videos from me. I do new beauty videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Huge thanks to my patrons who help bring these videos to you guys. Thanks to you for watching. And with that, my lovelies, I will see you in my next beauty video. Ciao!